You don't feel like you're lost in time here. You feel like you know what's going on with the world, and that what you're doing here does matter. The fact that you're getting an education is important.
It is expected that you are going to know your students and that you are going to work with them and that they're not going to slip through the cracks.
So there's tons to do at Westminster College. It's what you make of it. It's what you put into it, is what you get out of it.
We have a faculty whose primary interest and primary purpose is to teach.
We have a special place. We just want to show it off.
Nestled in the small residential town of New Wilmington in northwestern Pennsylvania, Westminster's 300 rolling acres are home to over 1,500 students. This peaceful and safe campus has provided a haven for learning for more than 147 years. Westminster has been recognized 4 years in a row by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best regional liberal arts colleges in the country. Both Money Magazine and Barron's rank Westminster one of the best educational values in the nation. Westminster takes pride in protecting and expanding this superior tradition of excellence in the liberal arts. The college's religious perspective and heritage of faith makes the Westminster experience unique. Westminster strives to make that experience accessible. Students come from all ethnic backgrounds, creating a diverse atmosphere on campus.
I always went where I felt comfortable, whether it is to associate with black students, with white students, with Hispanic students. And as I said before, I felt very comfortable here, and I felt that I can still express myself as a black woman, and I didn't have to shy away from that or feel like I would have to inhibit myself in any way.
I see Westminster students being a very integral part in the rapidly changing world. This is certainly no pun, but as the world moves with jet-like speed, our students are not moving at horse and buggy pace. And I think because of their willingness to be open to suggestion and entertain cultural diversity and see it as a very integral part of their education, they're going to be much stronger people, much more sensitive people as we move into the next century.
The college is a busy place, full of people and activity. People who know and enjoy each other. People who are committed to finding something more.
If there's one thing that we try to do, at least in the business administration department, is give students voice where they have confidence to stand up and speak and present their ideas.
I taught at Ohio University, I taught at Carnegie Mellon, and I decided this is where I wanted to be. A nice small college in a rural setting where the focus is always on education, where the professors and students have a tremendous amount of interaction, not only in the classroom but outside the classroom. And what I think is valuable to our students is that in every course they take, they have a real professor, not a graduate student, which would be the case at a university.
A lot of my syllabuses have the professor's home phone numbers on them. So if you have a problem, you can call them anytime. I'm on the junior chemistry level, so I do an advanced lab, and I'm up in the laboratory late at night. And if there's a problem, we call the professor.
One of the things that they say is the ways in which they have grown while they're here at Westminster. I think they grow other than mathematically, other than analytically, other than in English. They grow personally, and I think the close contact with the faculty is what helps them to grow in those ways.
Westminster students are filled with curiosity and genuine spirit. They immerse themselves in this long-standing tradition of excellence and pursue knowledge in and beyond the classroom. With a foundation of traditional educational values, Westminster offers several special programs that set the college apart. Every 4 years, a mock political convention is held, one of the oldest collegiate conventions in the country. Provoking political fervor and enthusiasm, the convention entails research and educational involvement, as well as fun and excitement. Westminster offers several innovative opportunities for study. The Quest program is an interdisciplinary approach to the study of civilization. The courses blend history, music, science, politics, religion, and the arts to give various points of view on the humanities.
Students say, I see things now, I see aspects of the human condition that I don't think I would have seen had it not been for what Quest accomplished.
The academic year is divided into 3 terms: fall, spring, and the innovative 4-week January term. This academic calendar is known as the 414 program. During January, students concentrate on a single course not offered during the academic year. This is a time set aside for exploration of learning methods, team teaching, non-traditional subject matter, and off-campus projects.
We take students to the islands for a month, and in that time we have a very intensive field biology. We live outdoors, we camp, we cook, we do our own grocery shopping, and something that comes out of that besides biology is just learning about life. Students come back and they say, I've learned a lot of biology, but I've learned more about myself than I ever had before in that same amount of time.
The internship program provides students a chance to learn in an actual work setting that reflects their career aspirations. Westminster's study abroad options allow students to expand their cultural horizons through international travel and study opportunities.
We went to Sachsenhausen concentration camp and to walk around there, or to be in Berlin and see the raw mark in the middle of the city where the wall used to be. You know, it's just this scar, literally, that runs right through the heart of Berlin. Or to go to London and walk through Westminster Abbey and to see Poets' Corner, or to stand beside the tomb of Edward III, you know, the hammer of the Scots, and to experience that kind of thing is it's just so wonderful. And I think what it does is it puts flesh on your learning. You know, you really begin to understand, I think, at a far greater depth when you go through those kinds of experiences.
Westminster is a place to explore the arts. The arts program features a variety of internships, and many graduates go on to regional and national success.
It's so neat because not only are you learning about acting when you're a theater major, but you learn about computers and you learn about human behavior because you're studying people and you're studying the way people behave. And you learn everything. You learn about history when you research your character. It's incredible. You learn so much just by having that hands-on experience.
Westminster offers an outstanding program in athletics for both men and women. A member of the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, NAIA, and the Western Pennsylvania Intercollegiate Soccer Conference, Westminster sponsors 14 intercollegiate teams in baseball, basketball, cross country, football, golf, soccer, softball, swimming, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. Every year, Westminster men and women compete in national swimming competitions. Westminster's football teams have been ranked in the top 20 small colleges 12 times in the past 15 years and are 5-time NAIA Division II national champions.
Well, anytime you compete in an athletic event or in a debate or any type of extracurricular activity, I think you're forced to go beyond the normal means of your capabilities. You're forced to think under pressure. You're forced to react under pressure. And oftentimes, you can't create the same atmosphere in a classroom. And we certainly hope that the experiences our people gain in athletic contests will help them as they go on in their later life.
Here at Westminster, the coaches are always worried about your academics. Every time I run into a coach on campus, he's always asking me how my classes are going, worried about what my grades are. They're always more worried about your academics than they are your athletics. To them, academics are always first and athletics are second.
The college's many extracurricular organizations and activities contribute to the vitality of campus life. A vibrant community with something for every student. Students serve as volunteers, participate in clubs, or manage other campus activities, such as the Down Under, the college's non-alcoholic pub.
And considering that we're in a rural area, the students need a place that they can come and relax. Every weekend we show first run, even pre-released videos down here. And these are movies that they select. The students do all the programming down here. We have a committee that looks at all the videos and they decide what they want. You just can't put a price on a non-alcoholic pub.
Graduates of quality liberal arts colleges like Westminster typically have impressive records in career placement. Because of their educational background and versatility, they are in demand. Of our graduates who apply to the country's top medical and law schools, more than 90% are accepted. Overall, Westminster graduates can look forward to a bright future.
The programs that I was involved in Westminster, some of the leadership programs, and even the curriculum itself, I think really had a lot to do with preparing me for postgraduate school, the medical profession, which I'm going into. And I think what Westminster does, in a lot of ways, is it helps you to combine leadership and teamwork along with academic skills that they give you.
The importance of a broad and general education is that we live in a world in which you will be educated for specific tasks you can't even conceive of now. You will be educated throughout your life. I think you need some period of time in which you learn to be a student, and I think that's what a good education should do for you.
Westminster is clearly an institution with purpose, contemporary perspectives, traditional values, personal commitment, and a belief in excellence.
My fellow students, we are engaged in helping you to become a complete human being, and that process is not yet finished. That's why we are going to insist here at Westminster that our graduates know what a human being at his or her best can do and do well. That's why we will persist in the liberal arts, because we have such a regard for the sanctity and the potential of the human spirit.
This is more than just a place where a college is. This is a home to a lot of us. And it is contemporary, and it does show you what the world's like and things you can expect out there. But it also gives you more than just books and notes and dorm rooms. You know, there's a lot to do here, and there's a lot of energy here, and you can meet some lifelong friends here.
This is what I want. This is what I want out of life, is to feel part of something, and Westminster makes me feel a part of something.